the next feature we'd like to discuss is reservations or scheduling. And if we go to customer, click on reservations or scheduling, the window for this feature will open up. Now what this is basically a fancy appointment book, fancy appointment maker. If you have any need to schedule anything, manage appointments of any kind, this is what you would use for your business. That's why we call it reservations or scheduling, because most often it's used for managing and taking care of reservations. And also it's used for, some people like to schedule their employees' work time on this. So as you can see, the biggest area of this window is this table in here, this grid that is going to show all of your employees in here. So they all have their own vertical columns, and then on this side it will show the time of the day that your business is open. So you can make an appointment or schedule the way they work, or make a reservation for a certain customer. And as you can see, the work time starts from 9 a.m. all the way to 5 p.m. So under default it's set from 9 to 5 as the most standard working time, but we understand that every business has their own hours and different hours, and that's why you can customize this slightly by going to setup and just put in your own work time. Let's say, I don't know, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So if we go to submit changes, it's just gonna restart this feature in order for the changes to take effect. And now, as you can see, we have working time from 8 a.m. all the way down to 10 p.m. So now we can schedule reservations or make employment schedule for that time span. Now, in order to make an appointment, you need to select the date that you want to make the appointment for. So let's say it starts us off as today's date always as a default, but if you want to go into a different date, all you need to do is select it in this visual calendar in here, or just type it in here if you prefer typing, either or. We'll stick to today's date for this example video in here. And as you can see, we only have 2 employees. So the next thing we need to do is select the time of the appointment or reservation. So it's gonna be a from time and to time. When does it begin, when does it end? And then we select the employee, right, from this drop down list in here. Now you can do all of that manually right here by typing and selecting the employee, typing in the time, selecting the employee, or to save time and to do this faster, we have this visual feature in here where you can just literally point with the mouse to the block of time and the employee that you want to start this off with. Let's say we'll do an appointment for Jack, our employee in here, from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So I just click on the 10 a.m. grid in here with the mouse. I just click on it and drag it all the way to 11:30 a.m. and as soon as I release the mouse button at 11:30 a.m. this will all fill out for me. So it fills out at 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and it fills out the employee. So with that feature, you just skip these steps in here and made the process work faster. Now the next thing we need to do is select the customer. Who is this reservation for? Who is this appointment for? So we need to enter the customer's phone number and the customer's name. And of course, if this is not a brand new customer, but a customer that we've dealt with before, they're in our database, as soon as you start typing in the phone, the autofill will help you out. And if this is the correct number, you can tab away without typing anymore, and as soon as you tab away, it fills out the customer's name too. Or it works the other way around too. You can simply start typing in the name, it will autofill if something similar exists in the database, and as soon as you get done with the name, you tab away to another field, the phone number will be automatically filled in as well. In comments, you can put any kinds of comments. I don't know, let's say table number 11 if this is a reservation, right? And that's it. All you do now is click submit and you've made the appointment. And there it is, visually represented on this grid. You can see clearly that it takes space from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. visually. It's in the column of the employee named Jack. It's made for this customer named Joe Smith. The comment is table 11, and the time span is written out as well. So that's how easy it is to make an appointment. Now let's say we make another appointment real quick in here for this employee right here. I'll do it for the same customer because I haven't entered any more customers in these video tutorials. One was enough to show you a couple examples, right? So there's the other one. And now let's say I did this as a mistake and I want to delete it. All I do is click on it, and as you can see, it fills everything out, everything that it knows about this appointment. And now I can click the delete button, and of course it will ask us if we're sure if we want to delete it, and you know, just in case if this is an error, if we click the delete button by error, and as soon as we confirm, that appointment is gone. And the other few buttons that you can work with in here that are pretty useful is this button here, display all, is pretty much a clearing or resetting of the visual representation in here, this visual grid. If you've chosen too many things, you know, gone somewhere where you know you don't want to be anymore, and you just want to kind of like reset everything to default as far as visual representation. Here you click display all. Print will print the visual, you know, that you're looking in here, that whole grid of, let's say, today's day or whatever you have pulled up at the moment. Export to Excel will print out this visual representation of your appointments or reservations to Excel. It will export them to Excel. Clear all will simply clear everything, clear all these fields, text fields in here. Delete we discussed. Customer info will take you right into the customer info records if these fields are filled in, the customer phone number and customer name. Right now they're not, but you know, you can just click on the appointment, right, and it fills everything out about the appointment. So now these are filled out in here, and you can jump into customer info, and there it is, the customer info screen for that customer. So that's the customer info button. The setup you saw, submit, and search is simply to search for, let's say, future or past appointment or reservation that you want to look up, something that happened months or even years ago, or that will happen into the future or whatever. You can't just manually search for it. You don't remember when you made that appointment exactly. You can use this search option for that.